Two old people on a couch. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the channel. So, um, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video if you enjoy the content. So, we're trying to grow a channel a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of people say that at the beginning of their video.
What? Please like, share, and...
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because we need to grow our channel. Because we don't have any subscribers, and we need some subscribers.
Alrighty.
So we need some people to subscribe and to watch and who knows what. So anyway, we've been busy today, so we're a little bit late. We had the grandkids all day.
Yes.
So
we had the grandkids. We haven't had that for a while.
No, we haven't had that for a while.
Champ last night, I built those steps for her to get down off the bed. Well, she was successful most of the time, but boy, she really went falling down, crashing in, and then when our bathroom door is opened, so she hits into that. The door smashes into the wall.
Yes.
It makes all kind of noise.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So we didn't sleep good last night.
And then we had to get up early for the grandkids, and we're two old people.
We're two old people. We should just be on the couch.
In my eyes, and Johnny, he was really going today too.
Yeah.
So.
So, all right. Anyway, a lot to get used to with the new school year. So
yes,
but we're adjusting. Okay.
For the reset.
Well,
the great reset.
We are adjusting for the school year, which is going to be open where we are at this year.
Because we are normal here in Oklahoma.
So we are getting ready for the school year. My daughter goes to college. We watch the kids after school, which they're not in school until Thursday. So we have them early this week. So that's where we're at in our day-to-day life. So we have a lot of news.
Well, let's get after it.
We're going to start with yours. So do you want me to just go
to
the
I was
going
to start out with the CV19 joke.
Okay.
But after I thought about it, only 99.62% would die laughing from it. So I decided not to.
It was really square.
All right.
That was the joke.
That's it. And then...
Okay.
But, I think we're going to talk, your notes, you told me I'm going to hit on some of your stuff. So you just go ahead. Oh, I got a video.
Yes.
All right, let's roll this video.
Okay, we're going to roll the video.
This guy is saying what most of America is saying.
Thinking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Whoops. That was not it.
That was not. What the heck was that?
When I hear things like it's not worth the risk, first of all, as a coach, I have had the opportunity to watch this football team at Bedford prepare for this year. And we told them, if you wear your mask, you social distance at meetings, split your time in the weight room. They've done all those things. We said, if you follow these protocols, you will have the opportunity to play. To now come back to them and say, you've done everything right, but you know what, we still don't have the will to let that happen. And I think back to those words, it's not worth the risk. We know, most of us up here have either played or been a part of athletics. We understand that there's inherent risk to what we do. That's why there's an ambulance that sits out by the football fields on Friday night. We know that there is risk, but always that risk-benefit reward ratio has always been left up to the families to determine, is this worth the physical risk? Well, I don't see any difference in that now. And quite frankly, the governor has himself said when he was out in a protest in the streets of Harrisburg, he said when asked, did you follow your own protocols? He goes, no, I didn't, because I felt the cause was worth the risk. Well, we cannot just allow one person in Pennsylvania to discern for everyone which causes are worth the risk and which are not. That decision needs to be left up to parents, and it needs to be left up to families. Is it worth the risk? I believe that in my case it is. Maybe some other people don't. But at the end of the day, if we're going to leave that decision only up to one person, then we have a problem that's far greater than COVID-19.
All right, you can switch us back up.
Very good.
So, we always have said you should leave it up to the people to decide what they can and cannot do.
Yes.
And especially down to your local government, everything like that. But we've gone to letting one person oversee everything. And only, again, the people that are playing sports, the coaches, they're all most of them are healthy. and they're young.
Yes.
They're not at risk at all. They might get sick, but they're not at risk at all. And the kids want to play. I mean, they worked really hard for this. They got to get a scholarship for college.
They do have to.
The college people have to get, and now they're starting to wake up. The one Ohio State player, he's petitioning, saying, "Hey, us players want to play."
Yes.
And then so people are signing the petition, all the other players, because they finally have got it. They realize the government's putting their life on hold. And it was all cool and everything whenever it was, politically hurting somebody maybe. But now what they're realizing is
it's hurting them.
They're hurting themselves.
Yes.
By putting these here we go again. We could start new word. We listened to our show yesterday and we made up about 5 words that don't exist in the dictionary or the wrong word.
Yeah.
And we're like, whatever. They understand.
We're gonna start having corrections.
Correction Tuesday. Correction Tuesday. We'll put out a show of all our
bloopers.
But whatever I was trying to say, you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
And people are starting to. I said this way back day one. Is the young people are suffering because of this political stuff going on.
Yes.
And parents are letting it happen. You parents out there are letting your kids waste away, not being able to do what we did when we were young.
Yes.
And so I could go on for a long time about that. That's one of my big pet peeves. But yeah, that was my one video.
Okay.
And I just like the guys saying, leave it up to the parents. I mean, right now, if we still had kids, I'd be like, send them to school. Let them grow up. They're not affected by this.
No.
Even if I die, I don't want to stop my kid from living.
Yes.
All right.
Because they have to go on and do something with their lives. We're stopping all of society from being productive and doing something with their life.
To overthrow a president.
Well, a country.
A country. Yeah, well, overthrow a country, become a one world order.
Yeah.
And you guys are giving the country away and your freedom.
Okay, you ready to hit some other news?
Oh, please.
Okay. So, here's Trump on Friday or over the weekend, and he says to get the Secretary of the Treasury needs to get ready to send out stimulus checks, and he's tweeting out all this stuff, right? And what he's doing is he's trying to egg on the Democrats. That's what his plan was with that.
Yeah.
He was trying
trolling them.
Yes, he was like, come on, let's get this started. We need to get some money to the people, which the American people are the ones that have also lost in this whole thing. With job losses and nobody working and
we can't vote.
No plan to go back to work.
Until you vote all these old people out that have been in for 100 years and that know how to work the system, we're just going to be... And they can't come back until we vote in...
Yes.
What is... limit... what?
Term limits?
Term limits? Until we vote in term limits and only
and Americans
and only voting itemized things on a bill instead of trying to shove, like they call it a bill. It has a name at the top of it.
And it has 100 million.
It might have one thing
that
benefits them, and then the rest of them is garbage.
Yeah, it is all kickbacks.
Yeah, kickbacks. They get this. They're lobbyists. The bang, and then it goes over to. The money gets shipped over to Ukraine or a bank in Cleveland, and then it gets right back into the politician's pocket.
Yeah.
And that's all. And so
it's just a big bunch of...
And you're being had, people, and you're not smart.
We do need to vote on one thing at a time, but that's not how it's working, because we're going to go on and talk about
you get to
else.
one... You're going to get to one thing, and I'm going to...
Okay. I had something else to say about that, and now I can't remember what it is, because... All right. Anyway.
Because we're two old people
we need... Also, is we've got to vote out all these people out of Congress that are making the rules for us that are anti-American. these people up there don't even have our best interest at heart or know what it means to be an American or what Americans should do or what Americans should be or how we became Americans. These people don't know
They don't even
anything.
like the flag. They don't even like the American flag.
They don't like our country.
They don't say God bless America ever.
They just don't.
They're anti-American.
They're anti-American.
They want us either they're going to be part of the New World Order and be set for life.
Yes.
While the rest of us suffer. Mm-hmm. Or they just hate America.
Yeah.
You know, they just want to see America fall because we've been so good all these years. They just don't want us to be good no more.
There's no other way to spin it.
No.
No other way. No. Okay. And my slides are not going to advance, so we're going to ignore that. Okay. So then we have that now Nancy Pelosi
this
has
is what's going to get me
the House back into session over the U.S. Post Office bill.
Can I vent just a little bit? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the U.S. Postal Service has been in the negative forever.
Mm-hmm.
And all those Congress people went home.
Mm-hmm.
And now the mail-in voting thing might be a little bit threatened, or they got to get all their money for their kickbacks and get that humongous bill signed so they can do all their get all their kickbacks and everything. So all of a sudden they get in a little meeting. They're like, okay, just say that the post office is gonna crumble, like 2 months before an election, right?
Yes.
You know it's been losing money for the last 20 years, or more than that probably. But all of a sudden, if they can't come back to and the evil, Republicans can't
come back for the post office.
For the post office. Oh,
but not for the people.
Not for the people. Who are they working for, people? They're not working for the people. That's
working for their special government interests.
And then I've been hearing some other things about why they need money other than just the mail-in votings and it's a government organization that they're trying to bail out, not the American people. Again, and it's not like the post office can't make it past the election and not crumble.
And I read and saw where even having mail-in ballots is only going to increase their volume by 2 to 3% because their volume is up right now anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And so
it's not about
it's not
about the Postal Service.
It's not about the Postal Service. It's not about the election. It's not about blanketed mail-in ballots. It's about corruption. Plain and simple.
Bingo.
Corruption.
I'm not stupid. You're not stupid. The American people aren't stupid. But and it was like I never even heard about this post office thing until a day or two ago, right? A couple days ago. And then, so, who owns the media?
Yes.
Okay. So then they're like, we need a plan. Hey, you get on there, you mainstream media people, and start pushing like Trump's trying to get rid of the post office or something like that. And then all of a sudden, you don't hear a peep about the post office. And here it is, election year 2020, and then all of a sudden, so that's their next scheme. So get ready to hear them whining about the post office.
I have one more thing
3 months
to say about that, because the money they want to give to the post office, it doesn't concern me as much as the money they want to give $1 trillion for states and cities that have bankrupted themselves long before the CV. So, if that's in this bill, in order to give me my stimulus, don't send me my stimulus.
Yeah.
I'd rather not have my stimulus as opposed to these bankrupt, corrupt cities and states getting bailed out and having that done.
Get ready for
the post office, because it's only a couple of $1 billion, $20 billion instead of $1 trillion, right? But that whole city and state bailout thing?
Yeah. Well, just get ready.
You can just leave me out of it if that's what you want.
You know how we're able to see things that because we dig in? Just get ready to hear a lot of this. Bit chain and reset. The big reset and BitChain and the Postal Service.
Uh-oh.
You heard it here first. You
Mark
don't know
knows
what it
something.
is?
Mark knows something.
I do.
Yeah. So, anyway, a lot of stuff is going down right now. Right now.
We're on it. We're on it for you people.
Mm-hmm.
But just again, we kind of we don't see the future.
Yes.
We know what the future is. We know the game. We know the scam. So if you want to know about it, tune in to Two Old People on a Couch and some lots of other sources. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, keep going here.
So I thought it was already set in stone that Hillary had to testify. But now a federal appeals court has ruled that Hillary Clinton doesn't have to testify in the lawsuit over her emails.
Even though she did something way more egregious than Flynn and a couple other people, don't worry about it. It's nothing to see here. And you're going to hear that name probably a lot more in the next couple months.
Okay. And then, we got 2 more things. Okay, so then... What have I been saying about the power grid? I
know. I went on Facebook and gave you some kudos last night because you've been talking about the power outages.
It's going to get worse and worse and worse.
Starting in California.
So there's fires going on in California, which nobody's covering hardly at all.
Yeah.
And then
Colorado,
now they're having there's worst
fires in Colorado
there are fires in Colorado, and California is facing the worst power grid emergency in 14 years. So they started having rolling blackouts over the weekend.
I'm trying to do 2020. Yeah, 020. 2020.
Okay. It's going to get wild.
It's all coincidence. There's nothing to do with the reset or the election.
Or agenda.
I said reset.
Yeah, well, that's the same
That's my key word for
agenda. Is it? Well, because reset is one of the things that we talked about.
Yes.
So, anyway... So
you're going to hear a lot more about the reset, is why I'm bringing it up now.
And they're having a heat wave in California, which is making the power emergency worse. So they're having rolling blackouts. They're having fires. There's just a lot going on. So
and the coin shortage.
And New York had the blackout one morning a couple weeks ago or a week ago. So get ready, people. I hope you are prepping. I hope you have your preps in order. I really
Remember how people used to hide money? Everything? Not going to be able to do that.
I know.
You're not going to be able to hide anything here soon. They're going to know where you are,
what you're doing,
how much you own, and every last thing you buy.
Yes.
Pretty soon. If things don't... If their plan keeps on rolling along, and this little post office thing is just one little part of it all.
I'm gonna have to get with you after this to find out.
Now I know why the post.
All this stuff.
Well, now I know why the post office
is such a big deal right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
It is a big deal.
Okay.
They want the.
Oh. Okay.
Somebody out there that we love is trying to stop it.
Oh.
But they don't want it stopped.
They don't want it stopped.
They're getting mad.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to see Pelosi get up there.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get interesting.
No. I'm supposed to stop the postal. And it has nothing to do with anything but actually the mail-in ballots. But it's deeper than mail-in ballots.
Yeah.
All right. Go.
Okay. So the last thing we're going to cover tonight is the Democratic Convention starts tonight. We're getting ready to get our popcorn and get ready to see the festivities and take notes and everything. So
see the fake crowds.
I guess Biden won't talk until Thursday. Kamala will talk on Wednesday. I believe Michelle Obama is talking tonight. Joe Biden is talking tomorrow. Former President Obama is talking on Wednesday.
I hear there's going to be a Republican talking at the Democratic Convention.
I didn't see that, but
I heard
I couldn't find all the names.
Mr. Romney.
Oh, that would just be...
Remember whenever all the Democrats didn't like Romney whenever he was running for election?
Yeah, now they like him.
They like him. Remember whenever they hated McCain whenever he ran for election? And then they loved McCain?
Yeah, well, McCain...
Wow,
we're not
crazy.
McCain.
I know, I'm just saying.
Okay. So anyway, it's from 9 to 11 tonight through Thursday night.
Yeah.
From 9 to 11 Eastern time. And CBS is going to be carrying it, as far as I know.
Oh,
I don't
Doom
know
and Gloom?
I don't know if all of them are, but it's going to be on CBS
The
and
Doom and Gloom
CBSN. And CBSN you can find on Android, Roku, Amazon, Apple, Samsung, and Pluto.
And you know, I've always been able to tell you. I can tell you, if you want to watch CBS, I can tell you what segment's going to be ran all the way through that deal. And and I always were saying for the last 10 or so many years, CBS has always had that doom and gloom story where an asteroid is going to kill us. And now, you know, a virus is going to kill. Everything has been going to kill us for the last. Man, it's the most depressing. Go on. It's just I just thought it was fun. You brought up CBS, and that's my doom and gloom channel.
Okay, so anyway, that starts tonight. So everybody watch it. Find out what the platforms are and everything.
Even if you're not a fan of them, you got to listen to what they say. Listen to us. Mm-hmm. Listen to what they say. Then listen to other.
I did find out a little bit about his Social Security platform and what he wants to do for Social Security, because Social Security is in terrible trouble, and within 10 years, it's going to be gone.
Because the Democrats, way back when,
I know, yes.
They went into one of those bills that probably was like a toothpick bill, like, we need more toothpicks.
Yeah.
And in there was, instead of that money going to just Social Security, we can use it for anything.
To pay bills.
And it passed right on through.
Yep. And they started paying the current bills with our retirement.
They probably want that Social Security money to pay off California and New York and all these other towns that are failing in it, you know, miserably. They probably are going to use that money and bail out the people. We've been saving our money. We've been frugal. We've been living within our means. And now we must be punished because everybody else screwed up.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Because you know our money in the bank is probably going, gone.
Yeah, it's
just a matter of time.
With the reset.
Yeah, with the reset.
Yeah.
All these wonderful people that have debt, I hear, is going to get somebody told me today, that person that cut my hair, she was like, they're going to do away with all the debt. Well, that's great. I have no debt. I do have some money, though, that I worked really hard to save, and it's probably all going to be wiped out.
I guess we should have been buying boats and...
It's all going to go up in flames with the reset.
All kind of stuff. And
because other people don't understand that you have to have money, pay your bills, earn more than you spend. Yeah. So, anyway.
Right.
Anyway, so...
Or you can just break into stores now and...
Take what you want.
You don't even have to have money. You just loot stores now.
There are a lot of that stuff is still going on.
Oh, big time.
Looting, rioting.
You won't see that in the news. Nope.
So, anyway, it's just like there's a lot going on right now. So
that has a lot to do with the Great Reset.
It does. And everybody needs to just be prepared. Be prepared. Get prepared.
But the one problem is, and it's terrible for those people, is they're doing all this dirty work behind the scenes and everything.
And then they're just
as soon as things go through, if the bad guys win, then they're gonna say, thank you guys, thank you very much for overthrowing. Now
get out of our way. We're done with you.
Just look at Cuba, for instance.
Yeah.
I mean, Cuba, same thing. You know, the power to the people and all that stuff. And that's probably wasn't their slogan, but you know, they're like power to the people, right? You know, let's overthrow that horrible government. And then look at Cuba now. They come to America, a freedom country, to get away from the thing they created. They fought to create it, and now it's a crap hole.
Yeah. Okay. So do you got anything else tonight?
Man, no. Just everybody, just get online. Start, don't just turn on the news media and go like, oh, Trump's trying to get rid of the post office. He's mean. Orange man bad, right?
Yeah.
Listen to me. Get out there and start researching. And, man, and the people that are mad about a lot of this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the people that are mad at Trump are probably higher up in the chain of
command in the reset.
The reset.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones. And do you want to give your country away?
I don't.
Do you want to hopefully keep the votes? And I want my vote to count for me, so I'm gonna personally go in there.
Yeah, me
and
too.
Vote.
I can go to the store. I'm getting ready to go back to school. The kids are getting ready to go back to school here. Ain't no reason why
Fauci
I can't
said
go.
You can go. Fauci.
No
Science.
reason why. If I can go to the store, I can go vote.
Remember, science. You got to listen to Fauci. Fauci's an expert. Fauci just said, go in there and vote. There's no reason.
Careful. I can stay 6 feet away from somebody, wear my mask, vote,
I know.
Leave the store, use hand sanitizer, wash my hands the minute I get home.
Absolutely.
I can do that.
People die for this country. And I'm not saying that people are going to die voting. I'm just saying people risk their lives to keep America free.
You can stay safe.
We're not telling you to storm the beaches of Normandy to keep your freedom. We're just asking you to just go vote,
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Yeah. All right. So you ready to wrap this up?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what day it is. It is Start Up Monday.
Monday, yeah.
So it is Start Up Monday.
Start Up Monday.
It's a busy week because we're getting back in the groove with the school.
I got to get some sleep after the kids are gone. The dog kept me up pinging all night long.
So we're trying to figure out that whole schedule, and they did push back school week, so that kind of messed everything up. And so just getting into the routine of everything. So everybody pray that everything keeps opening up and things keep going.
I don't want a camera in
our
bedroom.
We need to go to work.
I don't want a camera in our bedroom,
no.
But I should put a camera on the steps.
Yeah.
Just so people can see my old dog.
Oh my goodness. Up and down and up and down.
And we can record it, and count how many times during the middle of the night. You know what she's doing right now, though?
Sleeping.
All day long, that dog sleeps. Mm-hmm. And then all night long, just hanging off the wall and falling downstairs.
All right. So Start Up Monday. We'll be back on Wednesday. If anything too big happens, we'll be here some other time, like tomorrow.
Couple months.
A lot of things are going to be going on, so everybody get prepared. So, until next time, remember, keeping it simple is not the same as doing nothing.